Frog Republic.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. This time, we're off to Amsterdam.
A city known for canals and, well, let's be honest, some pretty stereotypical tourist attractions.
But the stuff you send over, it's not about windmills and wooden shoes, is it?
Not this time. You've got a treasure trove of info on sustainable travel, those off-the-beaten-path gems.
Which is why I'm excited to dive in. Let's uncover the Amsterdam beyond the tourist traps.
Sounds like a plan. And we could even help plan those trips for every season.
Right. Like, who says we have to cram our travels into peak season anymore?
Exactly. You mentioned the off-season, which is a great place to start. Spring, for example.
Okay, yeah, tulips.
More than tulips. Imagine Keukenhof Gardens, but instead of battling those summer crowds.
You practically have the place to yourself. Sign me up.
Exactly. Now picture those fields bursting with color.
See, now that's a spring break worth planning. But, okay, I've always pictured Amsterdam in the fall. Those golden colors, perfect for, like, a canal stroll.
You're speaking my language.
Right.
That cozy, almost magical atmosphere. It's incredible.
See, this is why I love these deep dives. We're already planning our dream trips.
Right, but we haven't even talked about winter yet.
True. Is it worth braving the chill?
Absolutely. Think festive markets, lights twinkling everywhere, and even ice skating.
Okay, I can see it now. Plus, fewer crowds probably mean...
Better deals on everything. Flights, accommodations, you name it.
All right, you've officially convinced me Amsterdam is a year-round destination. But let's talk about something else you mentioned, the sustainable angle.
Absolutely. It's one of the things that makes Amsterdam so special.
Because we're all about minimizing our impact, right? And your research shows Amsterdam is light years ahead.
They really are. And it starts with how you get around.
Well, they don't call it the bicycle capital of the world for nothing.
Exactly. Over 400 kilometers of bike lanes. It's incredible.
But what about those of us who aren't exactly biking enthusiasts?
Not to worry, their public transportation system is incredibly efficient, and it all runs on green energy.
Okay, so no matter how you explore, you're doing it sustainably. What about those canal tours, though? Those can't be very eco-friendly.
Actually, you'd be surprised. They offer electric and solar-powered boat tours.
Wow, talk about thinking outside the box. But all this eco-friendliness, it makes me wonder, what about places to stay?
Another great point. Look for accommodations that prioritize sustainability.
So like energy efficiency and sourcing local materials, that sort of thing.
You got it. Some even go above and beyond rainwater harvesting, solar panels.
Wow. It's like every choice is a chance to travel a little greener. Speaking of choices, I'm a huge foodie. What about the food scene?
Get ready to be impressed. Amsterdam takes its food seriously, and your notes about local markets, those are a must.
Okay, you have my attention. Which one should we hit first?
Albert Cup Market and Noordermarkt are great places to start. Imagine fresh produce, unique street food.
It's an experience in itself.
Yeah, it really is. But let's be real. Sometimes you want to sit down for a proper meal. And the farm-to-table scene in Amsterdam.
Oh, I've heard good things. Tell me everything.
We're talking locally sourced, seasonal ingredients, minimizing those food miles. Restaurants like clichés.
Tikaz, yeah, what about it?
They grow their produce on-site in a greenhouse. Talk about fresh.
That's amazing. It's not just about the food, but where it comes from.
Exactly. And if you have dietary preferences, Amsterdam's vegan and vegetarian scene is off the charts.
This is incredible. We've covered sustainable transportation, eco-conscious accommodations, and a food scene that's both delicious and responsible. Amsterdam really does have it all.
It really does.
But before I book my flight, we need to talk about the art and music.
You read my mind. Get ready to be transported.
All right, let's talk music. You mentioned being transported. I'm ready. Where do we even begin?
Well, you sent over some incredible notes about some legendary venues, Paradiso and Melkweg, for example.
Paradiso, that rings a bell.
It's this incredible venue known for hosting everyone.
Yeah.
Big names, up-and-coming artists.
Oh, right. And it's in that old church, right?
Yeah. Talk about an atmosphere, incredible acoustics, too. It's definitely a must-visit.
Okay, Paradiso, you're going straight to the top of the list. But let's say I'm in the mood for something a little different, a little more classical.
Then you have to check out the Concertgebouw. It's this world-renowned concert hall.
I think I've even heard of it. What's so special about it?
It's known for its acoustics, for one. And they have this world-class orchestra. You can't go wrong.
Okay, a night of incredible music in a stunning hall. Sign me up. But you know me, I love those hidden gems, those intimate settings.
Amsterdam has you covered. What about the jazz scene?
Oh, now you're speaking my language. Are there any places you came across in your research?
You have to check out Bimhu's and Cafe Alto. Those came up quite a bit.
All right, I'm already picturing myself there now, sipping a cocktail, lost in the music. But shifting gears a bit, what about festivals? What did your research unearth?
Well, if you're into electronic music,
Oh, yeah.
Amsterdam in October. Get ready for Amsterdam Dance Event.
The Amsterdam Dance Event, ADE. I knew I'd heard of it. It's huge, right?
It takes over the whole city, clubs, warehouses, even boats become venues.
Wow, okay. That's an experience. But what if I'm not there in October? Anything else worth checking out?
If you're lucky enough to be in Amsterdam on April 27th, you absolutely cannot miss King's Day.
King's Day. What's that all about?
It's a national holiday celebrating the King's birthday. And the entire country, especially Amsterdam, explodes in a sea of orange.
Okay, a sea of orange, you say. Count me in. What about something a bit more low-key, though, maybe during those winter months?
Well, imagine this. It's a chilly winter night. You're strolling along the canals,
Yeah, I'm with you.
and they're all illuminated with these stunning light installations.
Hold on, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
It's called the Amsterdam Light Festival. Artists from all over the world come and completely transform the city.
Wow, that sounds incredible. But speaking of art, we've covered the music scene, but what about those galleries and museums?
Oh, get ready to be spoiled for choice. We're talking Dutch masters, Van Gogh,
Wow.
cutting-edge contemporary art. Amsterdam really does have it all.
So much art. Where do we even begin?
Well, Museum Plane is a good place to start.
Museum Plane. Okay, taking me back to my art history days.
Right. It's home to the Rijksmuseum, the Van Gogh Museum, and the Stedelijk Museum.
Okay, we need to unpack this. 3 incredible museums in one place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong with any of them. But let's start with the Rijksmuseum.
All right, what's it known for?
If you want to see those Dutch masters, that's the place.
Oh, right, like Rembrandt's The Night Watch.
Exactly. And an incredible collection from the Dutch Golden Age.
The Night Watch alone is worth the trip. Okay, what about the Van Gogh Museum?
Well, if you're a Van Gogh fan,
Is there any other kind?
then that's the place to be. The largest collection of his paintings and drawings in the world.
I can't even imagine. Is it just sunflowers or?
It's way more than just sunflowers, though obviously you have to see that one. But you'll find some of his lesser-known works, too, which are incredible.
I bet. Okay, last but not least, the Stedelijk Museum.
That's your stop for modern and contemporary art.
Oh, cool. What kind of artists are we talking here?
Think Mondrian, Picasso, Warhol, you name it, they probably have it.
Incredible. Talk about a crash course in art history. But, I have a feeling Amsterdam's art scene goes way beyond the museums.
Oh, 100%. There's this whole other side to it.
No?
And your notes about the street art, I think we need to explore that.
Oh, yes. Tell me everything.
Well, neighborhoods like Amsterdam Noord and Jordan, they're known for their incredible street art scenes.
Amsterdam Noord, that name keeps popping up.
Right. It's actually really cool. It used to be a shipyard.
Oh, wow. What is it now?
They've completely transformed it. It's this cultural hotspot now. The street art covering every surface. Independent galleries.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I love those kinds of places. What else is there?
There's a really cool museum you might like, actually. It's called the Mocha Museum.
The Mocha Museum. Never heard of it.
Well, if you're a fan of that modern, thought-provoking art, you have to check it out. They feature artists like Banksy and Yayoi Kusama.
Okay, now you have my attention. Banksy. Incredible.
And I think that's what makes Amsterdam's art scene so special. It really does embrace everything, from the traditional to the avant-garde. It's inspiring, really.
It really is. Okay, we've covered so much sustainable practices, this incredible art scene, and now music. It's clear that Amsterdam has something for everyone. But let's be honest, sometimes the best travel experiences are those that you don't plan, the ones you just stumble upon.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what we're going to uncover next. Those hidden gems and local experiences that make Amsterdam truly special.
Okay, you've convinced me. Forget the tourist traps. Let's uncover the real Amsterdam. What hidden gems are we digging into first?
Well, your research highlighted Jordan and De Pieve. Talk about local vibes.
Jordan, that's the one with those picture-perfect canals, right?
Exactly. Imagine those charming streets. But instead of souvenir shops,
Yeah, we're talking.
independent boutiques, art galleries, those cozy cafes Amsterdam is known for.
Okay, now we're talking. Artisan shoes over tourist trinkets any day. What about De Piep? What makes it unique?
It's a real melting pot. cultures from all over the world. And you really feel it in the food, the markets, the art. It's got this down-to-earth charm, you know?
I love that. Those little pockets where you can really soak up the local culture. Speaking of, sometimes a little escape from the city buzz is needed. Those green spaces, you know? What did you find?
Amsterdam has more green spaces than you'd think. Vondelpark is a great example.
Vondelpark. I've heard the name. What's so special about it?
It's right in the heart of the city, but you'd never know it. Peaceful, tranquil, perfect for a stroll, a picnic lunch.
Sounds perfect. But what about a real escape into nature? You know, reconnect with the outdoors.
Get ready to be surprised. Amsterdam has a forest.
Hold on, a forest in Amsterdam?
Yep. Amsterdam's Bos. It's huge. 3 times the size of Central Park in New York City, actually.
You're kidding? Okay, this is why I love these deep dives. A forest in Amsterdam. I never would have known. What's it like?
It's an outdoor enthusiast dream. Biking, hiking, even boating. You'd completely forget you were in a city.
Sounds incredible. But you know, after a long day of exploring, sometimes you just need a good beer. What about that?
There's a park for that. Wester Park. It used to be a gasworks site.
A gasworks site. How?
They transformed it. It's got a cultural center, cafes, even a brewery.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. This place you mentioned, NDSM Wharf, it's been popping up in my notes, but I need more info.
Imagine this a former shipyard. But instead of ships, it's this cultural haven.
Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Think gigantic cranes, industrial warehouses, covered in incredible street art.
Now that's a unique combination. What kind of stuff can you do there?
You name it. Art studios, live music venues, even quirky cafes. It's a totally different vibe.
NDSM Wharf, you've officially made it onto my list. But let's say we want to get out of the city for a bit. Those charming Dutch villages. Any recommendations?
Absolutely. You mentioned a couple in your research. Harlem, for example.
Harlem, right. Tell me everything.
It's like stepping back in time. Cobblestone streets, charming canals, a lively market square. It's incredible.
Okay, I'm sold. Any other must-sees?
Well, if you're looking for that quintessential Dutch experience, you can't go wrong with Zandse Shans.
Zandse Shans, the one with the windmills.
You got it. It's picture perfect.
Yeah.
Those iconic wooden windmills, charming houses, workshops.
It really does sound picturesque.
Oh, it is. It's like stepping into a postcard. Plus, you can even learn about traditional Dutch crafts while you're there.
Okay, that's amazing. Give me one more hidden gem before we wrap things up.
One more. All right, Markin. It's this picturesque fishing village.
Another village? What makes this one so special?
It's only accessible by ferry, for one. And it's like stepping back in time. Colorful wooden houses on stilts.
Hold on, houses on stilts?
Yep. It's incredible. Charming bridges, a harbor filled with fishing boats. You have to see it to believe it.
Wow, this whole deep dive has been incredible. Amsterdam has officially moved to the top of my list.
Right. It's a city that stays with you. There's this amazing blend of history and innovation, all while being incredibly forward-thinking.
It really is inspiring. So to everyone listening, if you're looking for a destination that has it all, Amsterdam's calling. And remember, travel is not just about the destination. It's about those little moments, the choices we make along the way. Explore responsibly, be open to the unexpected, and uncover those hidden gems waiting just around the corner. Until next time, happy travels.
Frog Republic.
Thanks for tuning in to Frog Republic. We hope you found inspiration, hidden gems, and travel tips to take with you. Got a destination we should cover? Share your tips in the comments and join us next time for more adventures.